work. Yes! Oh, there we go. Okay, now let me refresh. Yes, it says I'm live now. Awesome. Okay, what should we talk about?
It's in the inventory.
Oh, it looks so much better. Thanks, man. Okay. I also, off point, I don't have anything written down.
That's awesome. You're very good at interviews so far. Doing great.
I actually, when me and Exile were talking and stuff, it was me. I'm live right now.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be watching. Not gonna lie with you. Last live stream I had 0 viewers. That was like a couple weeks ago.
Me too, man.
It's okay, but it'll be uploaded to the thing afterwards on my live.
Yeah.
But no, I talked to Exile about some stuff. I'm gonna try fixing my video here without somehow causing a full-on catastrophe.
Yeah.
Windowed? Question mark? Okay, nope. We don't want that there. Okay. We'll have to do windowed for now. No, I was just messing around and I was talking to him about some stuff. Okay. So how you doing?
I'm alright.
Okay, why don't you introduce yourself?
I am Redacted. I am the head of staff, also the head of the build team.
Okay, Redacted. So how did this whole ExileStudio's thing start?
As far as I know, it started with 2 people, X and another person who has since left the Discord server, for personal reasons. I know they started it off as a little goof project, and then it caught stream on TikTok, and that's how I found out about it. I was scrolling on TikTok as per usual, and just so happened to stumble across it.
Nice. So, you said it blew up off TikTok. How did it drive you guys? Did you guys want more views? Was it just because the passion project, you guys felt like you could actually do something with it and turn something around, or?
Well,
do you know anything about that?
I wasn't there when it blew up. I was kind of there whenever it was like there were probably 50 likes on it, so it wasn't super blown up, but it wasn't super unheard of. Whenever it started to really blow up, we really started to kind of work on it, and pretty much everybody that I have talked to personally, it's kind of been everybody's dream to do something like this. We all have grown up around this kind of content, and we've all wanted to do this kind of content, so this is our gateway to that content.
Yeah. How do you so first episode, I've watched it. That's how I became a part of the build team. How did working from the first episode because how was it from working from the first map, and what happened with that map, and is it still around?
Well, I can go ahead and say that map is no longer available. We have no access to it. It's so the reason that we do not have access to it is because the mod pack we were using was super unoptimized. We had no idea what we were doing with it, and we used pretty much way too many entities in such a cramped space that we were pretty much averaging around 20 FPS with our co-assistant having like a 4090. Like, he had a really beefy computer and he would get booted off the server. So we basically scrapped that world, sadly. I do wish we would have kept a copy of it. We just did not think about it at the time. And we made this new mod pack that was a lot more optimized, and a lot of brains were put into it. And the mod pack is still being updated as we speak. It was currently updated literally the other day.
Yeah, I know. It was not fun having to just reset all my keybinds.
I actually have had to reset my keybinds for the first time in a long time.
Oh,
my mod pack crashed, so I have to switch to a new one.
I've had to reset my keybinds like 5 fucking times. It sucks ass.
There is lore reasons why we switched as well. There's not just the technical reasons. Lore wise, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. The boiler room exploded off camera. There is a teaser out on TikTok saying that the pizzeria had burnt down. We're playing it off as that pizzeria had burnt down, and the owners of Fazbear Entertainment, William and Henry, bought out that land in exchange for the pizzeria that we are currently at, which is where your office is.
Yeah, my beautiful, beautiful office that represents me with my hand sanitizer in the background. Love that. So how was it working on the first map and moving over to the second map? How was that experience for you?
It was breaking, honestly. I put a lot of effort into that map, and I've since lost all of my screenshots. Sadly, I deleted the mod pack, so I do not have the screenshots of that pack. It was a blast working on it. I really was very proud of what I did there. I miss it for sure. I wish it didn't have to end the way it did, but I'm definitely glad that it did in Retrosite. I love this map more than anything. This is probably my best project I've ever worked on. I would definitely trade this map for the old one, but I can speak for pretty much everybody. We definitely miss it, and we are very all sad that we did not make a backup of it.
Oh, 100%. I know what you mean, because it's like it's where it all began. It's the nostalgia.
It is. I mean, that was probably about 4 months ago, and it is very nostalgic to think back. I mean, we had a blast on that map. We played mini games on it. I think we even started recording the second episode before we ran into technical issues and had to cut it off.
Yeah. No, 100%. I've worked on projects before, and that I've lost a bunch of progress. I think I've talked to you about my old map I worked on a while ago.
Yes, yeah, I remember you talking to me about that.
Was trying to figure out what the technical issue was, and so I deleted Minecraft and lost every progress months worth of work. But of course, it comes with a cost, but also at the same time, you are also learning experience.
Yes.
From it. I'm definitely learning experience from helping you guys here with this.
Oh, for sure.
Big project.
You can see a lot of people's building skills improve just by looking in certain areas.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't know if I've been doing that much work, sadly. Of lately, I've been focused on school and not trying to fail.
That's one thing that we're definitely lacking on builders at the moment due to schedule conflicts like school.
Yeah, like over the summer I was free every day. I wasn't really and now I'm barely on, sadly, as much. Of course, relationship, high school, last year, college, like trying to figure out what I want to do. It definitely affects me trying to work for you guys. And no, I do not get paid. I do this under my own free will. We do not.
None of us get paid. I actually have received a tiny bit of payment. I'm the only one that has been. During TikTok live streams, Exile has donated to me.
Oh yeah.
Payment.
Okay. Yeah, that's your
the
payment.
server. That's it's just a donation. So
that's
technically, none of us have been paid.
No, we do this under our own free will, experience, and just the fun of it, and to create.
I love the memories I've had.
And being able to create such a beautiful story with our artistic skills and our dedication to this big project. I think it'll open a new door to more fans of the either Minecraft, FNAF, or RP community. I've been a part of the RP community for such a long time. I hope I get the part in it. You know what I'm talking about. I won't say what I am. You'll just have to watch and find out. I hope we can definitely push this project and be done with it before. It was originally meant to be done last month.
It was meant to be done. The first release date was 2 months ago, and it is for that it hasn't released yet. We have definitely been pushing it back for good reasons, not just because we haven't been working on it. I'm pretty much here more than daily, which
Jeez,
is
that's
hard to
hard
explain.
work.
I'm probably on the server at least 6 hours every day, maybe 8.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just a big passion project for us, and
Oh, for
we
sure.
hope you guys definitely enjoy the content that Exile and the whole team produces.
I'm sure we're not
Bill.
gonna post slop. That
No,
we're gonna
no.
put quality into everything we do, which is why it's taken a long time.
That's why when the first episode goes out redacted, we should start working on the side project. You know what I'm talking about. We gotta.
Yes, yeah, we I have not forgotten about that side project.
I don't know what Exile's gonna do with me though, since I want to be a side story script writer and a main part builder. I don't think he can add me to 2, can he? That's like.
That's more of an Exile question than me. I don't act like the head of staff, even though I am. But that's
you're
really more of an
very-
Exile question.
You're very chill. So you've done a bunch of work around here. What do you think's been the biggest challenge out of this whole map, like with the builds? What would you say is the biggest challenge getting done so far, if you can say anything?
Yeah, I know I can. Probably the warehouse light system. I kid you not. I had to manually wire about 1,972 light bulbs. It took probably 2 hours. Now, if I was gonna be realistic, that is not the hardest thing I've done, because it's just work I've worked on has been probably the terrain on the map.
Yep.
It's gone through many of the terrain. It's a very simple thing, yes,
Right.
but it probably the time.
Sorry for interrupting. Your mic, it sounds like a robot right now.
Really.
I don't know if it's
Can you
just me or.
I'll try to fix that. Does it sound any better?
Oh, it does now.
Okay.
I was about to go on my YouTube and be like, is it just my laptop that's slowly melting away right now, or?
What was the last thing you heard me say?
It was cut out the entire time you were talking, but you could understand it, and you were talking about hills.
Terrain was probably the hardest thing I've worked on, and I'm still working right now. It's gone through a lot of iterations, which is why I say that's probably the hardest thing that I've worked on.
100%. As a builder, you're not really trained to be able to do terrain.
This is the first time I've delved into world edit as well as terrain building. It's a very open book for me that I've never read, you know.
Yeah. I've definitely had my fair share of doing some terrain, and it didn't really go well for me trying to do all that. It's I think I've shown you before.
I believe I have seen this.
I'm just checking the YouTube on my phone. I just don't want to relink back. Make sure everything's working fine still. So what do you think? How much can you say about this map? If you got
Depends how I say it.
say it in a way that wouldn't spoil too much, because there, of course, if you go to ExileStudio's on YouTube, if you can't find it, then look up FNAF, and you'll probably find them.
You can
I'll
find
have
us either ExileStudio's or searching up Red Bears Management Wanted. Our first video should be shown in it. It's got, I believe, 7,000 views, maybe 5.
Nice. And I'll probably have it linked under the thing if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that or not. You know more about stuff like this than I do. What's the biggest, like, headache on the server, if you had to say?
The biggest headache, probably the light system. Going back to the light system, that's probably the biggest headache in the server. A lot of the rooms I've had to go and rewire, and I'm also on light duty. I'm in charge of all the lights in the pizzeria, so that's probably my biggest headache is the light system. If I were to give a bonus headache, planning. It's difficult to plan. I'm not much of a planner. I just do it and it turns out great most of the time.
Not gonna lie, you're dying again.
I had to plan several times on this project. I don't have brain, so.
Protect. Is there any way we could switch over to Discord? Because it sounds like you're dying again.
Alright, yeah, I will join.
Okay.
I'll join it.
As he goes over the. Okay, hello?
Hello?
Oh my god, you sound better. Okay, I got my thing muted. That's muted. Okay. So, we're talking about. Yes, Exile definitely put me towards the lighting for a bit. It sucked ass. It sucked.
Yeah, lighting has definitely been nobody's strong suit. Which is why I have offered to take it over, and I'm glad that I took it over. I'm not gonna lie, I am not a perfectionist, but I'm not a perfectionist.
Yeah.
In a way.
Opinion too. This I'll try keeping as much as I can. This building is so huge. Most of the time, it's probably gone to this entire building.
So.
It's like a Walmart on steroids, mostly.
Sure.
Size comparison. Okay, you can.
So the pizzeria itself is very large, yes. One of our actors logged onto the server today, and we were giving her a tour around the pizzeria. It only took us about 5 to 6 minutes to get around the entire pizzeria in every room. It is, yes, a very large pizzeria, but it's not as large when you're walking through it.
I don't know what
it's
type of jokes you
the rooms themselves are large, but there are a lot of smaller rooms that just make it not seem as large. If you look at a map of the pizzeria, yes, it's huge, but it's actually not as big as I used to say. This map is too huge. I was full. This map needs to be smaller. But the more I work on it, I definitely see Exile's vision, and I'm starting to agree. It's not as big as it seems, for sure. The map is a lot smaller than a lot of people give it granted for.
Unless it's just me.
Even though it is the biggest pizzeria I have built or ever seen. I will also add that.
It's the biggest project I've ever worked on, too. My personal opinion? I can't get the fuck around this place without getting lost, like, every time. You guys know this building's so much better. You guys, it depends if you know the building so well. Like, you guys were the ones that created this. I joined in when it was still being, like, the back end was being worked on still.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking lost. It's so confusing to me.
I'm currently working, I haven't worked on it in a bit, but I am currently working on a map, like a fire escape map, that I will share with the build team, and you will see it in roleplay. It will probably be on the walls.
But yeah, that's it's such a big building. You guys have definitely done some teasers in the chat, which they look absolutely beautiful. You guys do super good on those. Super good. Honest opinion from a person that first viewed this project and now is working and helping assist with the project, I have a lot more respect for the shit you guys do, because I wouldn't realize it'd take this much fucking time to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Including the new area over there with, you know, the the light and stuff. That it looks good.
Have you seen the new staff rooms?
No, you have to show me after recording.
Yeah, I'll show you. They look pretty good.
Why did you add? I don't know much we can say about this. You know, like when the light on the like the big, you know what, and then the under. Why do you have like a bar under?
Are you talking about the clock?
With the no, with the there's a skylight, and then there's a on the ground, and then there's a staircase that leads underneath. To a
the staircase is no longer there. I have gotten rid of that area.
Oh, so you just decided to cut it out entirely after?
I'm going to revisit that area. I can talk about that area since it's not there. In one of our bigger rooms, there was an area that you are able to go downstairs, and it was going to be a dining room. It was going to be another dining room that connected to the showrooms. And I got the inspiration, if you've ever been to Orlando Studios in Florida, Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, Hard Rock Cafe is where I got my inspiration from. I'm planning to revisit that, but that will be in the future during roleplay. It will be an add-on to the pizzeria. It will not be the only add-on, may I add. There's going to be changes in the pizzeria during recording, though.
Yeah.
Maybe even extensions.
I hope I can add some little cameos of me being there. Because I've definitely talked about it with Exile, and you know what I'm talking about. And I hope I can get at least a decent role in it. And I think out of everything I've said so far, I think I'm getting a decent role in my opinion. And I hope I can help advertise the server as much as I possibly can, and mostly just put the name out there for the FNAF community, Minecraft community, RP community, people that are in the building community too, because they might see this and be like, how did they build this, how did they decorate this, I want to look at the details. Then you got the people that do lore, and then
this project's definitely opening up portal for not only me and Exile, but the entire build team and actor team. For those who want to get into acting, I myself would love to be in more acting. I've never been in the right communities to find that, though. This is my first time voice acting. I've acted, but I've never voice acted before.
Yeah. I've definitely... what is acting versus voice acting? Am I the only one that keeps hearing that alarm every here and there? Does no one know what that is?
This is like a beep, 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 beep.
Yep.
There's probably a alarm clock in the ceiling, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think it's one of the offices or something like that.
It's most likely. It's probably the office directly behind yours.
No, because you can hear it through the entire map, I think. And I think it's like it hits like a certain time of day and it rings, like for, like animatronics to go sleep, and all that shit.
What was your question about the acting? I can't remember.
What's the difference between acting and voice? Are you talking like acting is like in person, like they're not motion acting, or
what I mean by that is I've never done motion acting either. I mean, like using text to act, not your own voice. I have been more of a body actor in video games than I have in being a voice actor. I've never acted in real life.
Yeah. I hope I'm able to do the voice acting for a character. I might need help creating him if Exile gives me the full-on approval at that point. I might need a little help coming up with a you-know-what character. It's my job. I love my job. I'm getting laid off in a week. I found out today.
Yep. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Bro was like, oh yeah. Oh wait, what? I didn't mean to laugh at that.
I guess.
Yeah. But yeah. What was I gonna? Let me think of some other questions to ask. What is the what has only one of the voice actors seen, or has multiple voice actors seen the map?
As far as I know, most of the builders are voice actors. The one voice actor that joined today, is a security guard, and she's not worked on the map. She's seen it in the earlier stages, but not how it is currently. As far as I know, the entire staff team has seen the map. It might not be the latest version, but they have been on the server, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
There may be people that have not, but to my knowledge.
What do the voice actors love about the map, if you can say?
Probably, I've heard that most people like the showrooms of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. I've heard most people tend to enjoy that area. I have not really talked to most of the sole voice actors that aren't builders. Like the one I met her today. I have been in voice call with her with everybody else, but there was no greetings. Today was probably the first day I've ever talked to them.
So it's more like it's almost like the original scriptwriter, which I'll get to that in a second. They talk to themselves, and they just don't really interact with build team or anyone else besides Exile.
Well, most of the voice actors are just on standby right now. They are not really active in the server. They are going to voice act and going to be active in the server. However, they don't have a reason to be active in the server because there's no voice acting going on.
Yeah. Let's get to the script writing. First episode, there was no script. Well, there was originally meant to be a script, but then there turned out you guys just improv'd all of it.
So, the first episode, I'm not gonna say it was rushed, but it wasn't planned, basically. We had an ideal goal, but we kind of were just all on, and it kind of just lined up.
Yeah.
There was no script. It was pretty much all improv. I had a script that I briefly wrote. And when I say script, I mean more of plot points that I wanted to get to, like dialogue-wise.
Yeah.
However, the moment they walked in, it got completely thrown and discarded because they went on a completely different track. So that it's really hard for us to use a script because of the way that we are. We are going to have kind of the same thing, but everybody's going to have it. We're going to have plot points that we're going to want to get to.
Yeah.
So, I don't think we're going to necessarily do a full-on script more than we're going to have plot points.
Yeah. So, what do you mean by plot points for people that want to?
Basically, I mean, let's say the overall goal of the episode was to order an animatronic. Well, we don't just, go order an animatronic because then that would be a 2-minute episode. We have to go to the deed shop and then talk to, I don't know, one of the deedsmen about blah, blah, blah. And that's a plot point. We have to go to the deed shop before we can get an animatronic.
And
it's just not scripted dialogue, but scripted theme, kind of.
Yeah. So it's more of like you have a task you need to do, but you're not gonna be like, I need to go to the store, and you're like, I need to get this certain food item. You're not gonna be like, okay, got it, back at place. You're gonna be like, I got in my car, I went there, I did all that.
Yes.
So you have like a certain thing you need to do in the episode, but you also have to make it long enough for a actual episode to be released, and not like a little short.
Yes.
What do you, if you could say anything, what do you think the first episode will be about?
The first episode, I know what it's going to be about, actually.
Are you allowed to say?
So, the first episode will not feature the pizzeria quite yet. Ooh. It will be the second episode. The first episode, I'm not going to go into too much of what it's going to be about because spoiler reasons.
Right, first
it's basically them arriving at this new town. That's pretty much all I'm going to give off of that. They will meet... I know that they will meet my character, Henry Emily, I do not think they're going to meet William until the second episode.
Going back on thing. Wouldn't it technically be the second episode, not the first?
Yes, technically it will be the second episode released and then the third episode. However, that first episode was more of a test to see how it would do. It's still tied into the lore, but I don't think we're going to consider that the first episode. I think I'm actually going to talk to Exile tomorrow about changing that from episode 1 to probably episode 0. More of a pilot than anything.
That's actually very interesting.
That way our schedule doesn't get thrown off.
Yeah.
Because we're technically talking about the latest episode coming up being episode 1 of the series.
And you have, so it's mostly just going to be an understanding of, like, because you've posted the thing of the pizzeria already. It burnt down, as you said.
Yes. Yes, that is on TikTok and I believe YouTube.
Yep, I'll link that below. And that mostly what's happening. The whole place burnt down, they moved to town, as you said, and they're just getting settled in, which is a very great idea to have for first episode. Yes. The town, my opinion, I love the town. It's a very interesting town. I'll say that.
The town is actually getting a revamp tonight. As soon as I'm done with this, that is what I will be working on tonight.
That is very cool. Is the station done?
The fire station?
Cool. The sheriff station.
The sheriff station is not done. We are most likely not going to be working on the sheriff station because we're probably not really going to visit it. But we are going to get it done, just not... It's not a focus right now.
A based opinion. Because you're probably not going to have anything that takes place. Like, you know, in movies, they don't, like, when they have sets. But they don't have sets for, like, the entire, like, a city. You have, like, little spots here, here, and here. So we, instead of having to fully decorate the police station, of course, you could just have the main entrance where they talk to the people, or just a jail cell where you cut and switch to a jail cell or a hallway. Instead of having to make the gun rooms and everything.
Yeah.
I've tried doing something like that before. Of course, as I said before, my friends never really helped, and they just dragged their asses along and left when they didn't want to do shit. So, my original project just closed, and I just work with you guys now. Do you know what any of the other episodes are going to be about?
The episodes, without spoiling too much, the first 2 episodes are more of setup than anything. Getting on to the 3rd through probably 6th episode will probably be pizzeria setup and exploration. And I'm not going to go further than that.
100% understandable.
Not because I don't want to share it. I mean, obviously I don't want to go too far and everything. And that is subject to change. Everything I've said is pretty much subject to change.
Oh, 100%. There's been a bunch of stuff that's changed since I've joined. 100%.
Yes.
A bunch of lore, building designs, decoration, town designs, just all that's changed.
There are definitely going to be hints to the actual Five Nights at Freddy's lore, including Secrets of the Mimic. However, this does not take place in Five Nights at Freddy's lore. It is its own separate thing.
I've never, to be honest, I need to get to watch Secrets of the Mimic. I haven't done that yet, actually.
It's a great game.
I haven't watched it.
And there is a lot of lore behind it. I actually watched a video today about more theories, and my brain is completely blown. That game proceeds to just blow my brain. It is an amazing game.
I'll definitely give that a look. It looks like Ash and one of the builders or something.
He's probably going to be spying on us. I can imagine he's probably going to appear somewhere.
That'd be terrifying. I don't think he knows we're in the middle of an interview, and he just pops up out of nowhere. Oh, he does, okay.
Are those Scotland flags? No, those aren't Scotland.
Those are Scotland.
Oh,
They're
they are
Scotland.
Scotland. Okay, I was right. I'm actually part Scottish.
Dude, really?
Yep. I'm
Same.
part Scottish and Irish.
You gotta be pulling my balls right now.
No.
Dude, do you know my great grandmother is Scottish? Moved from Scotland to America. My dad's side is Irish. Actually Irish.
Believe me or not, but my 27th great grandfather was the King of Scotland. He, I believe, freed Scotland. I can't remember his name. He's a pretty big historical figure, though.
I mean, if you think
But that
about
was
it,
many generations ago.
Oh, 100%. So, people...
I'm hardly related to him, but he is one of my great-grandfathers. Oh,
yeah.
I apologize. I just lost audio. I bumped my headset. I will be just a moment.
Yep, you're fine. Take your time.
Alright, I apologize for that.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I wonder if he's looking how to get to us.
Yeah, because I don't think he wants to be breaking anything, because he'll reveal stuff. Unless he's watching the video, my YouTube right now, I have no clue.
I believe he is.
How is he sold to me? I haven't shared anyone on this build team or anything on my YouTube. I guess it wouldn't be hard to look for ExileStudio's.
That just tells me he is.
Yeah, he is.
That just proves 100%.
Yeah. Man, if you're not subscribed already, subscribe. Bro.
You guys are weird. I bet we just addressed the elephant in the room.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
What's any other detail you can give? I'm watching, why should I find you? He's got a point. He's like, why should I come find you guys if I'm already watching you?
I wonder where he is. I wonder if he's got a he's probably got a camera in your house. I mean, your office. I believe the game is frozen. I believe I'm crashing.
Oh my lord. Don't say that, please. God damn it. Redacted. I just crashed.
I do believe my computer did not like what I was doing.
What were you doing?
Looking around frantically.
Aggressively looking around?
I am going back right now, though.
No. Mercy. Let's see. What's one thing you probably want to talk about, but you just haven't yet? They'd love for people to know.
The effort that everybody has put into this map is by far the greatest thing I've ever seen with a group of people. I think everybody has done such a great job on this map, and a lot of people have put very hard work into it. And, oh, I know why I crashed. I turned my shaders on.
Yeah.
I accidentally bumped that.
That's funny.
I believe I'm about to crash again because I'm readjusting them.
Oh my gosh. I see it at sceneries. Like seasons.
Yeah, that's a new mod that we added. That is, I convinced Exile to do that. That way I can decorate the pizzeria Halloween style.
Oh.
Because it is October, my favorite month of the year.
So, you hungry at all?
I actually just had a bowl of chicken fried rice.
I'll have some
cereal. Kind of this cinnamon leaves.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I love cinnamon toast crunch. I'm gonna eat it whole.
I'm gonna take it back away. So.
Well, you should just slime you for that. Have an invisible item frame that you'll never be able to find.
I wonder where it could possibly be.
I found it.
Cover. We don't want holes. We don't want hole. Cover the fucking hole. Redacted. Oh my god. I know it's a wall, but oh, little sneak peeks I see. Just put that fucking door. It's meant to be like I think he's a little underneath us right now.
Well.
You know what'd be a worst part about it? Have you actually? I'll honest with me. Have you ever live streamed the map before?
I have.
Without any of us knowing.
And I usually tell Exile whenever I go live.
He's also follows me whenever I live. So
Question. What's one thing you're not always allowed to show while live streaming? Or does it just not matter?
the only thing that I have been told not to live stream, and I can't say this goes for everybody, since I am the head of staff, I believe I have some leniency. The only thing that strictly everybody is not allowed to live stream is the pizzeria. Obviously this room is fine because you have everything boarded off and it's just an office. But other than that, the outside of the pizzeria as well as the inside of the pizzeria as well as the basement, pretty much everywhere in the pizzeria counts, even if it's the mini map. We're pretty much just not allowed to show anything about the pizzeria. Other than that, as far as I know, it's free ball. I know that there are restrictions outside of just the pizzeria. Just obviously just don't show the whole map. Usually when I live stream, which I haven't in a while, I pick an area to work on and I don't leave that area.
Yeah. Let me think here. Okay. I don't know how much I have to ask. Most of the harder questions will be for Exile because he's the one that's worked on it since day one.
I mean, if you have questions for Exile, I can try to answer them. I know most of his ideas and plans. Obviously, I'm just the head of staff, but I mean, we're practically in VC majority of the time, so I know a lot of his plans.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna share all of them, but if you have questions, I can.
I don't really have any other questions. To be honest, we thought there was gonna be less time, but instead we went to 43 minutes. Which is good. I love this photo I made. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. And I just randomly made it. It's very interesting. It's very exclusive. This room just represents what I like most.
Yeah.
I have this on because why not? It needs to be a little bright up in here, and then we got a little cow and a jar. Don't ask. Oh, the lights. Is there anything you want to bring up before we end this?
Not sure. I don't think that I have anything I can think of.
Nothing you think of?
I think what's coming is going to definitely not disappoint, for sure. We're not gonna post something that's disappointing.
Well, that's the final words here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Remember, subscribe, ring that notification, like to show your support, give comments below. My camera's messed up now. I'll fix that later. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time, actually. Right, Redacted?
Yep.
Yep. Just stay posted. Follow my TikTok. I will repost some of their stuff there. I'll make sure I try linking it down below. I don't know if I can. I don't know this whole YouTube thing very well anymore. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.